Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Broke Gaming Company. Now, we could not be more excited for the next gen consoles, especially the PS5. But according to a Bloomberg article, the PS5 is still going to come out at the end of this year, in spite of the coronavirus. That's good news. According to Sony, the only way that they would delay their launch is if Microsoft delays theirs. But there is some bad news. Reportedly, day one supply of the PS5 is going to be less than the PS4. Now, PlayStation say they have a strong launch lineup, so why don't we take a look at it? So, without further delay, here are 10 games confirmed on the PS5. Now, first up, we have Godfall. Now, this is actually one of those games that we have seen running on the new engines. There's a lot of mystery around this game. It's published by Gearbox, and they say that it's a loot slasher third-person action RPG, and it's going to be something like Destiny 2 where you can play solo or co-op with other players. I think it has more of a Dark Souls Monster Hunter kind of vibe. Although we haven't seen much of the game yet, visually it looks great. It is right now in development and has been announced for holiday 2020. Outriders is a new IP developed by People Can Fly and will be published by Square Enix. Now, they say that it is going to be a mix of Doom and Mass Effect. There is already some footage of this game out online. What we know about the story is that it features alien forces against humanity. So, aliens have taken over, but a strange energy storm they're calling the Anomaly has gifted all humans with powerful abilities. It is said to be a launch title on the PS4 and it will have a holiday 2020 release. In a recent Wired article, the writer got to test a few games on a PS5 dev kit. One of those included a version of Gran Turismo Sport that had been ported over. It was being used to show off the new haptic feedback of the controllers and the capabilities of the PS5. Now, this game is already out on the PS4 back in 2017. It would be a waste to port the game over for just a tech test. So, we expect GT Sport to be coming out. GT Sport will look amazing on the new hardware. Now, Watch Dogs. The first game was disappointment, but the second game redeemed itself. Now, the third game, Watch Dogs Legion, is set in a post-Brexit London. There is already some gameplay out there. It was announced at E3 2019. It will have a new dystopian setting. It will also have a new playing system. There won't be one protagonist, but you have a whole team that you can choose from. All the people on the team, all the playable characters on the team will have their own backstories and abilities. I think this will be a good, interesting change of tone from the last game, but I hope they keep the murdering yo-yo. It will still feature the hacking part of the game, but with a lot of unhappy breaths in the background. Hey mate, where's my beer? Now we haven't seen much of Gods and Monsters, but what we have seen looks great. It has a kind of Zelda Fable kind of vibe. It's another game from Ubisoft set in Greek mythology, building off the success of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The world that it has created looks beautiful and stylish. Now, what we know about the story is that you're asked by the gods to take down Typhoon, the most deadly creature of all Greek mythology. The trailer looks gorgeous. It will be a cross-platform title, so the PS4 players can also play it, and it will be on the PS5 too. The Rainbow Six franchise. The 2015 Rainbow Six Siege was a critical and commercial darling. Rather than a spin-off from the series, this is something new. This game will have more of a supernatural vibe. You still operate in squads of 3. You still play as a Rainbow Six operator. Instead of human foes, you'll be tasked with taking down a totally new breed of alien parasite. You'll operate in squads of 3, where the environment is filled with new, terrifying, and rather fast-moving foes. Now, this all sounds great, and after playing Rainbow Six Siege, I'm super hyped for this game. The parkour zombie killing game makes a comeback for the PS4 and the PS5. It was originally scheduled for the PS4 in spring 2020, but it was delayed to make it a cross-platform game. It will most likely be a launch title both on the Xbox Series X and the PS5. Now, there is about an hour of gameplay online, so check that out if you want to. Developer Techland has already confirmed that Dying Light 2 will come on the PS5. The story is set 15 years after the original. Now, Techland describes the time period for this game as the new Dark Ages, which suggests just how desperate humanity has become in this particular zombie apocalypse. I think it'll look great in 4K. Now, Starfield. Starfield is Bethesda's new first IP in over a decade. It's already looking pretty good. Todd Howard has confirmed that it will be a PS5 game, but it won't be a launch title. I think it'll come a little bit late after launch. Now, we don't know much about this game. neither he nor Bethesda has divulged much information about the game. Another Bethesda game coming to the PS5 for sure is The Elder Scrolls 6. Yes! We saw a 37-second trailer back in 2018 at E3 and we know nothing else. And we know nothing beyond this trailer. But we still don't have a concrete release date. And finally, last but not the least, The Last of Us Part 2. Now it hasn't been officially announced yet, but it's obvious that The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be on the PS4 and the PS5. It has been delayed, that's sad. Knock it out of the park with The Last of Us Part 2. It won't be a launch title on the PS5, but it'll come a little bit after launch, but it's going to be great nonetheless. We all want to see what's next for Joel and Ellie. And that's it from us here at the Broke Gaming Company. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.